In
5,
4,
3,
2.
Well, I rolled up late in my lifted taco, tailgate pad with a boutique cargo. I got a rack that costs more than your ride, but I walk my bike when the trail gets steep on the side. I got my gloves, my pads, my jersey so clean, matching socks in Yeti blue and Fox racing green. Kashima gold shining like Vegas lights, haven't cleared a jump, but I sure look right.
An enthusiast.
That's what I tell my wife. I've never hit a double, but I buy new gear like it's a part of life.
Enthusiast.
See me posing in the lift line, full face, helmet on my head, but I'm
gonna let that breathe a little bit in the background.
I think that's my favorite one now.
Dude, that just made my day.
I know there's a lot of people who listen who don't quite get the joke, but if you've been listening for a long time, you understand the enthusiast, and we actually talked about it last week, and I had no idea what song I was going to write this week.
You're getting better and better at writing these songs.
Dude, this is great for the number one reason is it doesn't talk about my balls or me jerking off on the shitter, because somebody at my synagogue listened to the show, and the first episode he heard was. He texted me. He's like, "Oh, I was listening to the Morning Brew, and then your show came up, and the first thing I heard was something that you were doing on the toilet." And I was like, "Oh!" And then he played it for his wife, and I said, and I like the first thing I said was, "I'm so sorry." She goes, "That's okay, Rob. I really like you. I've already got my opinion of you, and nothing is going to change it. You're a good guy."
Side-eyed you like, no, Rob, you're okay. I showed it to my wife, and she's in.
Oh man!
No, even if you don't get the joke, if you're like a real writer and somebody's an enthusiast, it just kind of tells itself. That's amazing.
Yeah,
you just needed a name to put with what you see.
Yeah, that person, and it just so happened we have exactly the perfect name here in Salt Lake for that person. Enthusiast. Enthusiast. There's another version of the song that is also very funny, and I just put it all in Rob's hands. I was like, I can't even pick one. Just pick one.
I actually wanted to play the other one, but I clicked on the wrong one. And they're gold either way. Like I listened to both and I laughed my ass off.
Yeah, we could just play the other one
tomorrow. Yeah,
because we have DJ coming in tomorrow, which will be really fun.
BJ Drant.
We'll get to that. I was like, that was a cool that how that all happened was really cool.
And for those of you who have been listening for like a long time, say we've done this for 4 years.
5.
Now?
It'll be 5.
Is it 5?
I'll be on
45.
I'll be on the show 5 years in December.
So we started this in 2020?
Yeah, you started...
fall of 2020,
13
right?
episodes in is when I started. I started the 13th episode.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, we have a golden oldie for you later in the show tonight. I found this when I was moving files around this week for work, just trying to like get my SSDs all sorted out, and I found some really old stuff that's really, really funny. So I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but... I'm
excited.
It's a banger, as the kids say.
It is quite the banger.
It claps.
It claps.
It is about banging. It is about banging, so.
It fucks, as the kids say. Literally, it does.
She fugs.
Yeah, it's good. So we'll do that later on in the show. We have a cool guest tonight. Not like I wouldn't say it's a departure, but
no, just
something interesting that I just like randomly his stuff popped into my feed, which makes sense if you know the things I look at. Hot dudes lifting weights a lot.
I wouldn't say it's random, because we have been like trying to talk a lot about like health and fitness a little bit more lately. But I remember the message you sent me, and it was, Rob, get this guy on. His message deserves to be shared with the world.
Yeah. So the guy's name is Jeff Robertson, and he's a powerlifting, what I would assume is a powerlifting BMXer.
Well, I was going to say, I saw him on a bike.
Yeah.
I saw him on a bike.
I saw him on a mountain bike today, too.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Are we gonna do intros or anything today?
Yeah,
or?
We'll do our intros and then we'll get to them.
And then we'll get to them. Okay.
Yeah,
I wrote an intro.
You wrote an intro.
I already wrote DJ's intro too.
I love your intros.
They've been fun to write, actually.
I love them because they're like, and now we welcome from wherever, California. Yeah, a guy who's had a really major positive impact upon the mountain bike industry.
Really rad dude.
I mean, he is.
They're so good. So across from me in the Bucky's hat, it's Bobston Ross. We're in the TDS shirt. Are we going to do drops tonight?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he's got drops?
Like usual, I fucked it up.
He's already been threatened with push-ups tonight because we were supposedly late.
And I didn't realize Perry was in the room, so I didn't come in.
Yeah, he's trying to blame me for being late while I'm in here with everything set up already.
I feel like an idiot.
I was just surprised he wasn't doing the thing he used to do up at the stabbing cabin where he'd show up like Dwight and like get amped up on a song and he'd just be like rocking back and forth in his truck. Fuck yeah, we're going to do a podcast tonight, yeah.
He already got that part out of the way. I did.
Was that on the drive here?
Yeah, I did.
I've got footage from when he pulled into the parking lot. Pull it up.
Across from me in all black and a Huck to Flat shirt, which you can buy at gnarcouch.com/store, it is Jimmy Sniper.
The secret to having clean deuces is a tablespoon of chia seeds a day.
And are you doing that still?
No. I need to get back on the program.
Are the deuces clean?
They're clean, though.
Is that because of the salt?
It's probably because of the salt.
Yeah. Okay. Good hack.
The salt pulls it all together, huh?
Salt plus chia seeds, I might not even poop again.
You'll just take it in and it'll just right back out and you'll get all the nutrients.
Like a bird or whatever.
Just to my right is a guy we call Uncle Touche or JP.
I just turned backwards in the recliner, stuff the cup in the cushion there, and go to town.
That's a good old drop. I hope someone from the synagogue hears that.
Oh, me too. About that. Don't give him any more good ideas.
Play that one at the singles board. And I'm Chief. I like people who have cock. And I just started fucking hugging everybody. Those are two good ones.
I had to double you up tonight since I haven't done right in a while.
Started fucking hugging. It sounded like you started fucking hugging. I don't know how you...
That's what dogs do.
I don't know how you hug fuck. Sounds interesting.
I know G's hug fucked you before.
Yeah, he does. He's not much of a humper. He does hug though.
So that was more of a David thing, I bet.
David.
David would definitely he'd get stoked on something and he'd like walk around with a hump. He'd like step hump, arch back.
He had a short life, but a good one for sure.
Such an awesome dog.
I really do miss that dog, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We have a phone number. What is it, Rob?
It is 385-626-6231, and we have one phone call from a very special Nard, a Nard that is near and dear to my heart that I spent some time with this summer.
Crashes his bike every time. I ride with him.
Most awkward fucking crash I've ever seen in my entire life. Here we go from Dino.
All right, fellas. Usually I call in with some sort of weird fact or something, but I got something a little more serious to discuss. I need to talk to somebody that knows something about maybe the supernatural or the paranormal, because I might have been a part of a ritual. So back in like 2011, I'm riding my bicycle across the country, and I stopped in Colorado somewhere because I saw a deer on the side of the road. That deer had 2 broken legs. And then I saw 2 cars that were right next to it. And I thought maybe one of the cars had hit the deer. So in my willingness to put animals out of their misery, I walk up and I say, hey guys, did one of you hit the deer? And I point to it. And this old man and this Mexican woman looked at me like I was crazy. And then they saw the deer and they started flipping out. And so they didn't even see it. So the deer must have been hit maybe that early that morning. I don't know. But I said, okay, buddy, are you squeamish? And he says, a little. I said, too bad. I need you to hold its legs so it doesn't kick me. And he's like, what for? I was like, well, I have to slit its throat because it's just going to die a slow death otherwise. And he tries to argue with me. And the Mexican lady is like doing weird cross shit, like Catholic shit with her hands and everything. So I'm not really sure what she's doing. But anyway, I, getting my knife out, we get the deer. I start going at its neck, finding the jugular, cutting it out, letting the blood, pool all around me. I'm basically sitting there in my spandex with blood all around me from this deer. And while this guy is trying not to puke, and then this Mexican lady is walking around us in a circle, chanting these like weird Mexican Catholic like prayers while she takes holy water and spreads it all around. So I don't know if I made a bargain with something that day, but I feel like my life has just gone downhill since. So let me know if y'all know anybody that can help me out.
As a Catholic, I can just say that's just the weirdness of our church.
He should have just shot it. Not as much blood and, then not as much time. You know who thought it was a ritual was anybody that drove by or saw it from a distance. Dude's hanging onto the deer's legs. He's sitting there covered in blood. And then the gal walking around.
Like Colonel Kurtz.
Fucking doing the cross and shit. Sprinkling water.
I wish I'd have seen that when I drove through Colorado. I didn't see anything like that. Nothing.
You see that, you speed up. You're like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
We just at one time we just saw a bloody guy. Like he just emerged out of nowhere. It was about 3 a.m, and we were on this street called 4th Street in my hometown. That's where all the hookers were. We weren't there for hookers, but it's a fun place to go when you're a kid. And then this guy just comes stumbling out of a yard covered in blood. And my friend's got, I was like 18, and he's got if you're 18 and you have any form of a Mustang, that automatically means you have a nice, cool car, right? And
super badass.
He stumbles onto like the hood of the car. And he's like, help, help, help. And we're like, get the fuck out of here. Like, who knows what happened? Maybe he died.
I know what happened.
Maybe he died. You didn't even check?
No.
You didn't stick around?
I wasn't driving.
In junior high, he got New Kids on the Block gear.
That's what it was.
Well, I almost drove a Mustang once. I have driven a Mustang, but I didn't own one.
I drove that Mustang. It was the first car I went over 140 miles an hour in. That was fucking terrifying.
Jeez, in a car, no thanks.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do it.
On a motorcycle, sure.
Yeah, you don't want to do it. Yeah, you want to do it.
I mean,
motorcycle's a lot like quicker and easier. It depends.
Yeah.
On
I kind of can't disagree with you. I've done 165 on a bike, and I've done 150 in a car, and it was terrifying.
So all three of you have been motorcycle enthusiasts.
I don't claim that. I never had a
What'd you call me?
At one point, right?
Those are fighting words.
Who's the squid?
Who's the squid?
Oh, I'm the squid.
You know squid, right?
Do I look like a fucking squid? Do you hear me bragging about it ever? Right. It's usually a good sign of a squid.
What, when they brag?
Every time.
About riding or what?
Yeah, everything. You get like...
So you can be a squid without being on a motorcycle.
Yeah, 100%. We were just talking about like people that claim to be athletes and everything. And it's like, if you're sitting there talking about how you're an athlete, you're probably not an athlete.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
Like when CrossFitters put athlete on the back of their shirt and they're not really doing anything athletic. They're just lifting weights.
Yeah, they're just
good at
aggressively working out. Yeah.
Oh my God, that reminds me of my conversation with my son. Dad, I might want to do parkour next year.
That's a good idea.
At Woodward. I'm like, I don't know if I want to pay for you to athletically walk.
Yeah, athletically. Yeah, you tell him he can do parkour in the front yard off the garbage can.
Right. Just put him up on the roof.
Send him to a Ninja Warrior gym, and they can just do it for fun.
That's what I told him. I'm like, we can do Ninja Warrior stuff. I'm not going to pay for
open the truck bed.
Woodward prices.
There's a building.
Yeah, for real. Get on the roof. When I was his age, we were jumping off the roof with sheets. You'd try and wrap the corners. Yeah. It started working right when you hit the ground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff you got to do. I made a homemade what do you call that, zip line?
Yeah,
it didn't work
for sure.
Didn't work. I fell in a bush immediately. It went over a bush.
See,
luckily the bush was there.
Like the foam pits, and your what's your jump with the fucking moldy shit? Yeah, the mold
jump.
The mulch. Instead of a mulch jump, we had a big old thing of bushes in my front yard, And our house was here and the street was down a level. So it was like tapered down a hill, but we just had big green pine bushes. And we used to build wood ramps, rip down the street, and we'd use the bushes as like a soft landing.
You know, that works until it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because it will stab you.
They do. Yeah, for sure.
I found
you
out.
get out and you're fucking just bright red, itching all night. Fucking it's terrible.
I still have a scar on my back. I'll show you guys later from drunkenly jumping off of the porch when I was in college into some bushes because CKY did it. So I thought it was the right thing to be doing.
You know what holds all the little leaves on the bush, right? Big branches.
Right. They're down there. They are down there.
With us tonight is someone that we as a group feel is important his message is heard. He's a specialist in, quote, helping men of a certain age continue riding into their late 40s, 50s, and beyond. I've had the pleasure of chatting with him over Instagram for the last few weeks and getting to know him a little bit. He's an avid mountain biker, an avid BMXer, and a proud Canadian. He went from scrawny little twink to jacked. Ladies and nards, I give you Jeff Robertson.
Oh, did I say Robertson earlier?
Robinson?
Did I say it wrong? Robinson. I said, it's Robertson. Fuck, I fucked it up. Oh my god.
You wrote all that.
Well, you know what I did? Well, I wrote it, and I spoke it into my phone earlier, and I think it picked up the wrong thing. Dude, I am so sorry. I fucked your name up.
Welcome, Jeff Robinson. It's great to have you on the show.
I'm a terrible Canadian.
I see that, actually. I kind of threw that in there because every time, like, I was super confused whenever I watch your videos if you were either from Canada or the U.S. because you always had one of the two flags behind you. So I figured, since you told me you're Canadian, I'd go with Canadian.
The gym I go to got the Canadian. Actually, you guys will know what that is. Most people on the Instagram don't know what that is. You guys know Swamp Fest?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is the flag from the top of the full loop.
No shit, really?
Wow, that's cool.
Were you there?
From yeah, I went to 1 and 2.
Oh,
so
sick, dude.
that's the second one, which I didn't go to the newer ones, but the second one I think was like the gnarliest one. It got way out of control.
From
they
what
exhausted the whole town's fire department and they're lighting cars on fire.
Holy shit.
So,
From what I've seen, that
we
definitely
climbed to the
seems the
top
case.
and we stole the flag.
Yeah.
Took it back to Canada. That's why that thing's there. I love that thing.
It's basically the flag of the 51st state. That's what I'd call that.
Dude, Swamp Fest is like one of those, every time I watch Swamp Fest stuff, I'm like, that is a place that I want to go and not be at.
Yeah.
Right. That's in Florida, right?
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely got to be
Down
a Florida
into
thing.
swamps.
Yeah. So every time I see any Swamp Fest video, I'm like, that looks like the best time I don't want to have. But like 20 years ago, that would have been the perfect place to be.
Absolutely.
Except I suck at biking, so there's that. Well, thanks for coming on. We do appreciate having you on the show and you taking the time off. The time to do it. I know you wanted a buffer zone before you came on the show. Can you explain what the buffer zone was all about for you between the time we asked and the time you could listen to the show and the time you actually came on it?
He's way buffer.
Oh, dude, I just had a whole bunch. So I recently switched to full training riders. And I just did a promotion that I took on like 5 dudes. And that was top priority. I had to onboard them, get everyone set up. I was just super busy at the time. Unfortunately, no hilarious story or anything for that.
Okay,
And when
gotcha.
you said full training, I thought
Sorry to disappoint.
full training.
I can't.
First.
I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't so much feeling us out and we're important. It's more that you were doing things that are important to your life.
No, to be honest, I didn't know. I never heard of Gnar Couch, but from that intro of you telling that you probably witnessed some guy kill a bunch of hookers, I know I'm in the right spot. This is the right podcast for me to be on.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
That's the life I think we've all kind of had.
Yeah.
It's what brought us together. The joy of possible triple homicides.
I've never seen so many dead hookers in my life.
Coated in hooker blood. I don't know if you realize that you might have witnessed that.
Hooker and deer blood.
Yeah, I mean, dude, my dad told me a long time ago, this is a really funny thing. And I didn't want to listen to him at the time because I was like 20, 21. He'd always say nothing good ever happens after midnight. And I never really thought about it till I was smart enough because you're not, like, mentally, you're not done until a lot of people past 25, even up to 30, you're still, trying to develop your brain and figure out the world and stuff like that. And then I realized my dad got stabbed in a bar fight when he was my age. Maybe I should fucking listen to him.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm 35. Am I behind the curve? Because I'm definitely still trying to figure this shit out.
Heber bars close at 9 p.m. anyway, so you don't have anything to worry about.
The Heber bar.
Is there a bar in Heber?
One, yeah, and it's
the back 40.
No, that's like a restaurant.
I like that place. Place get good food.
I've never been.
Overpriced, but good.
Yeah, never been. So, Jeff, tell us what makes you and me better than everyone else.
Coming from the guy that thinks he can outdo.
You want me to be serious here?
No, I'm not like, yes. What is your deal and what do we do that makes us better than everyone else? That's just, I mean, it's a joke, but
not really.
Not really.
Well, but seriously though, working out, dude, I've seen, I creeped you hard on Instagram, and like you said, you're 46, right?
That's right.
You are sending huge flips. You're riding like Red Bull lines and everything like that. And like people at even 36 would have some shitty excuse to say how they can't do that. Like you are living proof of my message. I know you work out. And I'm guessing you haven't slowed down at all. Like you're sending gnarly shit.
Yeah, I mean, I saw your message and it really resonated with me. And it's a thing that I've been preaching for a long, long time. I learned this when I was about 30 and I was playing hockey. And I actually became a better hockey player after I started lifting at 30. And I probably like peaked in that sport probably in like my mid 30s, where I was just on the verge of like considering going back to like full contact, BDHL, like amateur, like pro/amateur level hockey. It was a little much though, I think at my age, and I'm a pretty small guy. I only weigh about 165 pounds. Twink. So yeah, getting beat up every weekend.
What's BDHL? It sounds like a dirty
Black Diamond Hockey League. So there's like a hockey league that plays in all the mountain towns.
Kink.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, and I actually got invited to play on it in another one of those leagues last winter, but I obviously declined because I'm 46 and I have a baby. So not really what I wanted to do. But I just heard his message and I thought it was such a good message. And I had taken so many slams, and I've had a bunch that have hurt me that I don't think you can really do anything about. But those are just a tiny amount of the total that I've taken. I'd say for like every one that hurt me, I took 10 that probably should have hurt me. So to be able to get up and get back on the bike and know that you have a strong body and strong ligaments and strong bones, it just keeps you going, and it allows you to work on getting better even when you're an old dude. And so you don't have fear. Like I fell on my face last week. Ribs were all banged up when I went to the gym. I didn't know it till the next day, but I missed a flip and it just went straight to my ribs and my face. But so I saw his message and I just thought, what a great message. And so that's kind of what you do, is help people realize that, hey, I have some control over this situation.
Yeah, I found this. Well, I guess you've probably been through the same thing, but I assume that you've been riding for since you were probably a teenager.
No.
When did you start?
Started around 30, hit my first jumps around 33, 34, somewhere around there. Yeah. Yeah. So I started at late.
No, that's actually kind of cool too. So I started probably when I was like about 20. And I just went through wave after wave of like friend groups. You know, they kind of get older, they get hurt, and they're gone. And then it's like the next group, they get older, they start drinking, they get fat, they get hurt, they're gone. And I found the gym and just, why am I kind of the only one going? And I mean, that's all it is. It's super simple. But, and I guess, I was going to say, I've never been like a great rider, but at 33 is when I learned how to do flares. I don't think that was I don't think that's like a normal thing. That's usually like kids do that, but I didn't have the confidence, and I think I just would have broke myself. So once I found the gym and I had a better, bigger, stronger body, I just didn't care anymore. And then I was probably the best rider I've ever been is now in my 40s.
Is the flare the coolest thing you've ever done? Like coolest feeling? Ever since when I was younger and rode BMX, I always wanted to do a flare, and I never did one.
It's not too late.
I don't know. I really do like just yanking like a tiny little flare, but I mean, hand plants have always been like a go-to and a favorite for me, and probably not as pretty, but sliders are like the coolest trick ever.
Yeah.
And I've seen,
that's pretty
I forget his name now. I saw there's a mountain bike dude. He got like a chromoly. He built it up custom, like a single speed, and he does a lot of like nose jam sliders and stuff in the trail. I feel like Insta's like Loose Dog.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Loose Dog
Yeah.
Lewis.
Loose Dog Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah. He shreds. I love his riding.
Yeah, definitely like Gibber style, ripping around, but still
Yeah.
just shreds the trails very fast.
Yeah, you've seen like that hybrid come into mountain biking within the past probably like 10 years or so. Where
Yeah, and like guys that get sponsorships doing that. I didn't even mean to do that. And like Loose Dog Lewis and Rat Boy and stuff. Like Rat Boy stopped racing freaking World Cups and was top 10 in the world, and now he just kind of like does ripper jibbers down through the UK forests and shit, and it's some of the coolest type of riding. I love it.
It is.
Yeah, and you've kind of gone the opposite direction, right? Because you were BMXing then mountain biking.
I started out mountain biking.
Oh, did you?
And yeah. So when I was, BMX was 20. I don't know when I got a mountain bike. I got a mountain bike when I was a teenager. So actually, again, maybe similar story. I always loved football, but I was too skinny. So I just started riding bikes. And everyone that age was riding BMX. So I ended up riding kind of street on mountain bikes. It kind of evolved into a trials thing. And then I eventually just got a BMX. So I've been like in and out of mountain biking. Ontario is kind of not the best for mountain biking. And now I'm just back again. I probably took like a 10-year break from it, but it's awesome because it's like all fresh now. And there's way better places now. Trail building and is a whole different world now. It's so good.
I think one of the things that I've found as I've gotten older in mountain biking, I started on kind of a free ride bike, so like a long travel bike, and dirt jumpers. Go dirt jump if you want to learn how to jump. But I got made fun of a lot a few years ago because I would always ride my downhill bike at the bike park. And so the younger people that I ride with, like, you don't need that much bike. You don't need that much bike. I'm like, you're 20 years younger than me. Yeah. I'm like, my knees hurt at the end of this. Like, they've had a lot of abuse. Having 8 inches of travel on a downhill bike at the bike park is phenomenal, especially if you can get like a playful downhill bike like I have. So I think that's a big thing too, is people kind of age up. I think they start to realize, yeah, maybe having a little more travel isn't a bad thing. I don't need to like show off by riding a 150. I know you ride a 170.
Yeah, Chief prefers 8 inches, but he'll take a little less.
Yeah. In the rear usually.
Yeah.
At least 8 in the rear.
Yeah. So have you found like you've gravitated toward mountain biking? I guess the point of all that was because it is a little easier on the body, or what made you go back to it?
I just think I like the two total different worlds. So like my BMX, I'm a pretty jibby little like small ramp guy. I ride brakeless, pegless bike, and then switching right over to like a full squish is just, I just like those differences. It's just awesome. You just plow over shit. I love drops. I guess that's probably like the old school part of me, but like I remember those old like Norco VPS days that they were just hucking off roofs and everything. I was like the coolest shit ever. Yeah. So there's still like a part of that in my heart, I guess, that I love.
And you just took a trip to Highland over the 4th of July weekend, I think, and I saw a video of you. Yeah. You hit America's Drop. What is it? I think it's called America's Drop, isn't it?
There's there's Tombstone, and I guess it used to be the Pink Bike Drop, but it's just like any style, that trail.
Yeah, any style, that's right. Yeah, when I rode there, for some reason people called it America's Drop because it was America's bike pack.
They don't let Canadians hit America's Drop. He wouldn't have heard of that one.
Yeah, well,
is that the one right from the lift?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that line. I haven't ridden at Highland since 2013. But that line is old, and man, that entire line is so much fun. That the drop and then that jump and then the berm wall ride, That line right there, that segment is so good.
Oh, that, what was it, like the Skybrow? So I had a mountain bike when that was brand new. I've been to Highland probably 10 years ago, and it's kind of the same. Like they've dialed it in.
Yeah.
But it's like all the same stuff, like that little like wall ride scoop thing and like the on and off, and like Tombstone's the same. What was the other? Bone Saw's the same. Yep. It was kind of cool going there just 10 years later.
When I rode, the last time I rode there, Bone Saw was like new.
Bone Saw. I love that. Bone Saw. What movie is that from?
That's from Spider-Man.
Oh, that's right.
Bone Saw is ready.
He looks kind of like Bone Saw a little bit.
Does he look like Bone Saw? He's jacked.
Kind of jacked Viking-ish dude. Bone Saw's a little older than he is.
Yeah, so how does someone go from 130 pounds to 230 pounds, and how long did that take?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's been a long process, but first, obviously, like beginner gains go faster. So I probably hit 200 pounds in say like my first 5 or 6 years. And then it's just kind of been a very gradual, I'm kind of happy where I'm at right now. I don't think I want to be too much bigger for riding anyway. Like 240 riding BMX is kind of weird. So
yeah, that's
definitely, but it's also kind of addicting too. Like I don't really compete in powerlifting. I'll do like local comps and everything like that. But it's like learning bike tricks, like that next number, that milestone of that. It's awesome. It's like everything. You got to work so hard towards it. So it makes it really special when it actually happens. And it's endless. So
yeah, that's one of the things that we were just talking about in a chat or on your page, is how people who tend to be good at things, they don't see an end. They just see whatever the next challenge is, and then they meet that challenge and then figure out what the next challenge is. And so a lot of the stuff that I've seen on your page, like you really talk about the mental aspect of riding and lifting and how all those things come together. So how does someone who's like, I don't know, I know I have my journey to the gym, and I think it was probably the best thing I've ever done in my life. But how does someone who's just like scared or intimidated by that and sees someone who's like you, who's like 230 pounds and is like, what the fuck, man? Like, how am I going to fit in that place? How do you think they even approach that?
People that are scared to go to the gym.
Yeah.
That nobody cares. Dude, nobody's looking at you. That's what I tell everyone.
I think you said that. You sent that to me in a message when we were talking about squat racks and shit. Nobody cares.
Everyone's scared to do that. They're just like, oh, I'm going to be the weakest person. Like, okay, no one's going to see you. Just don't be stupid. Don't load up a bunch of weight and make a scene and hurt yourself. Like if you went, how many beginner riders do you remember from the bike park or the skate park?
Yeah.
Right.
All of them.
You never see them.
And like in our case, like I always want to help the beginner riders. And here's my thing. And Chief sent me this like after the last show and like talking about buying a squat rack, and I am shopping for one. Chief sent me this long message, and it was about getting to the gym and going to the gym. And I have this thing. I love exercising, and I actually love working and lifting out. I haven't done it in a few years, but I absolutely hate gyms. Not because I'm intimidated by anybody there, just because I fucking hate gyms.
Can I interject?
I need to give me 1 second. I want to hear Chief's part of this, because I was going to just have this conversation with you like on the side.
Because I think I addressed this in that message.
Okay.
It helps if you know what you're talking about. It's not working and lifting out.
I meant to say working out and lifting. Anyways.
He just works, then he goes and lifts out of the rack and then puts the weight back.
Chief, go ahead with your part, and I want to hear what Jeff has to say as well.
Yeah, sure. So I hate gyms too. I hate Globo gyms.
Yeah.
I hate EOS. I hate Vasa. I hate Golds. I hate all those places where I'm fighting for a rack or I have to share things. And that's why I go to, I have a couple of reasons I do the workout that I do. And I've done powerlifting. I've done Olympic lifting. I've done CrossFit. I've done all three of them. I've had my best gains on, if I'm powerlifting, on my big three, especially when I'm powerlifting and hybriding in a little bit of CrossFit stuff to kind of keep my lungs.
I didn't know you ever fought for Iraq. Proud of you. Thank you for your service.
Happy to help.
Sorry.
And so like, I don't like any of those plays. I used to go to EOS when I first moved up to Ogden. I'd sit there for 20 minutes, stare at the gym, and leave, which, if you know me, is not something you would think would happen.
No.
Just didn't want to go in there.
I used to do that at the skate park when I was younger.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah. I do that at Jumps and I do that at Jumps and Virgin.
Yeah, a lot of people do that in Virgin. Stare at cliffs. That's going to be our next song.
It wasn't the cliffs intimidating me. It was just like the whole camaraderie of like people that are already there, already settled in. And like, I definitely think I know that feeling of like, you feel like you're going to be the odd one out. Yeah. You feel like you're going to show up and be the dumbass.
Yeah. And I know that. And if I go into a gym now, I know, especially like if I wanted to like go and, if you're 160 pounds and you pull 400 pounds in the gym, most people do notice. It's the one time they do notice. And if you're cleaning 225, they notice. So it is easy to make acquaintances or people that you can lift with in that case. And I know I can go in and I can find a fucking bodybuilder guy who, would be cool and I could lift with. It's not really the scene that I like. So I go to the gym that I go to, and it works best for me since I still want to play hockey and all these other things. And so I'm with you. I also hate gyms is the point. I had to find gyms that I liked.
Okay.
And I think that's a big key. And it really helps if you have someone like, say, Jeff there, especially in person, who can like show you how to do things and like write your programming out for me. Why would I spend $50 a month to go to a gym and then another $100 a month for someone to write I could probably write my own programming, but I'm not as good at it, I'll admit. Why would I do that when I can just go to a single gym and it's all taken care of? Yeah. And then when you're busy and you have a kid and all that, you just want to get in, get out, get your lift and go home.
Yeah. So Jeff, what are your thoughts on all that? And like, how do I get over that fear, and like, what can I do to be better at that shit?
I just had this conversation, but like two-part. One, I don't really go to the gym much either. You see, I work out at home. I have most of my whole life. I just bought basic stuff. I always work out at home. I just started going to hang out with some people because I found a cool gym. It's got a nice little dungeon in the back that me and like 3 other people are the only people in there. So it's kind of like what he was saying. You just find a place that you fit. But the story that goes with that, you're saying you didn't like going to the skate park. That's the thing that I've seen for like my whole life. You get a new person at the skate park and they're intimidated and they just sit on the deck and they piss away the whole day. They're like scared to drop in. Like all the good riders are going to judge them or make fun of. And it's like the same thing. They probably want to help you anyway. People like, and they're definitely not going to make fun of you. But I see those people sit there day after day. So it's like after a whole year, everyone has progressed so far because they're actually riding. And then that same kid sitting on the deck scared. And it's just going to get worse and worse. Yeah. Everyone's just going to keep pulling away farther from you, progressing more. And then it's going to be harder and harder to just drop in that first time. Just do it, dude. Like that's all it is.
Yeah, and you've never seen somebody, and that's one of the things I notice is when I was younger and that was happening. Soon as you put in the effort, everybody around that also is putting in the effort is stoked for you and wants to help. Like you said, they're ready to help you. They, but only if you actually want to ride, only if you actually want to lift. They're not going to waste their time with somebody that isn't sure they want to do it themselves. Right. You just got to take that first step, and there's always somebody.
That's exactly what happened to me in Virgin. So I went down there and I didn't know anyone the first year I went down. And then I got introduced to Matt and Tyler and some of the other guys who just lived down there. And then I was like, look, I don't know how to ride tech shit at all. I have no idea how to ride. I can't do breakfast even, which in hindsight is not a hard trail.
Not at all.
I could ride that. You look at it and it's got the, it's just enough exposure to scare you if you're not used to it.
If you're not used to it, and especially like you said, like you didn't grow up riding tech stuff. You didn't it's, coming from riding single track and this and that, and then you go down into that and you're looking for something. I grew up riding skinnies and stuff, and you get to that, you're like, okay, kind of the same thing. But like walking up to that and never being on it, I've seen people just like, fuck that. I'm not even going to hike up that.
I would get messages, when I would ride big jumps and people would know that I don't ride any tech basically. And they'd be like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, you don't make any sense, dude. You just hit a 40-foot jump and you won't ride that little tech section. But
it's very different.
Just a skill set you don't get in the Midwest, especially because all we rode was dirt jumps there. Yeah. And so like what Jeff was talking about, I put it on myself for like 2 straight years. I just rode Empire like all the time by myself. And I was terrified the first time I rode Empire. Now I love Empire. It's one of the funnest trails here. And so you have to put those things on yourself and say, this is going to happen. Oh, yeah. And do whatever that thing is to make it work.
So once you bust my balls enough to get past this fear, Jeff, in this case, what's my first step when I go back to the gym?
Are you going to go to the gym? You're just going to buy your own stuff.
I don't know. I'm going back and forth with this because of the message Chief sent me, and I do want to have a squat rack in the house because I want to be able to just work out whenever I can because I work from home and I can just like stop in the middle of the day and go lift for 20 minutes or whatever.
It's one less excuse. Yeah, like,
and that's what it is. That's my barrier. Like if it's there, I'll do it.
You're not going to a gym.
Yeah,
I'll just say it.
I think he could go to a gym.
I keep going back and forth about this, and I really want to because something you said to me last week when we were talking about like chasing Perry and Ryan and the 90% and the 110%. And you're like, no, you can ride that stuff. You just need to get out of your own head. And I think being fitter will help me get out of my own head and ride the way I know I can ride.
Yeah, so there's actually 2 really good gyms right by Rob's house. One is a strength and conditioning gym, and they're going to do the big 3 and a lot of pull-ups. And they're a great gym. I went to that gym for a year because I just hated CrossFit so much. After my wife had gotten hurt doing it, and I was just like, fuck this. This is really stupid. And I really liked that gym. They were really good there. That's right up the street from your house. And I like that for the accountability.
Yeah.
I'm paying the money.
I need that.
I have people who are going to show me how to do things so I don't get fucked up and hurt my back or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll teach you how to squat. They'll teach you how to pull a good deadlift there.
Yeah.
They'll show you how to bench properly so you don't tear your shoulders up and all that. And I think that stuff is really key when you begin. Like, so when I went in, I got hurt a bunch in the gym. I got 2 hernias. I fucked both my shoulders up. I fucked my back up. Like, because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to brace properly. And it wasn't until I went and had someone coach me on that stuff that I learned it. So that's why I like that for beginners. Jeff may have a different opinion on that. I don't know. What do you think?
I think people start way too heavy too. And I think that's part of that going to a gym and thinking you're going to load up a bunch of weight to impress the big guys. It's still not a lot of weight, and you're just going to fuck yourself up.
Yeah. I've always known that lighter weights, more reps.
So to start, you don't have to be killing yourself. The best thing you could do, honestly, and I'm throwing this out for you, get your squat rack, even squat the bar, bench the bar, do deads, send me videos. You'd be surprised how quick you will get those dialed. Okay. Most bike riders, that's why I love this world too, because I feel like obviously powerlifting, BMX, mountain biking, I feel like not a lot of people do both, but they complement each other so well.
They do.
It's so weird of how good it is. And all the people that come to me, they don't know how to lift. And it's the same thing. It's I don't want to go to a gym. I'm going to feel stupid and everything like that. And like, okay, dude, you're going to do this at home. Most of my guys buy a squat rack, put it in their basement. And in a couple of weeks, like we got shit dialed. It's that easy.
Yeah. And I've seen what he suggests in his videos. Yeah. And I totally agree with, like, after having done this for a long time with, I was watching one today and he's talking about getting, keeping your heels flat and like how you can change your stance to do that. So like my wife, Katie has those spider legs, right? So her feet can't be close together when she squats, just not working for the way her levers move. Yeah. So she has to widen her stance out, and she's got these super long femurs and everything to help keep her upright a little bit more. And she was doing a low bar back squat. She wouldn't have to worry about it quite as much probably, but so yeah, I was looking at all this stuff. Like the dude could definitely help anyone. Like without a doubt. So if you are looking for someone to those 3 moves are not that difficult. But it does help to know how to do them right and not just be like, okay, my first day in, like I'm throwing 225 on and start doing back squats, you know, like that's not a good place to be.
No.
Biggest stipulation for him is you're going to need
the word.
No, go ahead.
The word powerlifting gets kind of, I don't know, people get scared of that too because they see people bleeding out of their face lifting like 1,000 pounds. You don't need to do that. I don't max out. I rarely ever do. It's just powerlifting style. So you can go for a long time that you're not really killing yourself. You're not going to be sore. You're not going to be grinding into the ground. You're just doing those movements and you're going to get really good at those movements. And then over time, you're going to be shocked of how strong you get. I have a guy that just started lifting. I think we might be at a year now, but same thing, never touched weights his whole life. He's actually going to do a deadlift comp with me, and he's good for probably 405 or more.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
This wasn't even a goal for him. It's just like, oh, okay, you're getting the form dialed. You're getting pretty good. Oh, you want to test yourself? Okay, well, I'll let you do 200. Okay, I'll let you do 300. Okay, you're repping 350. All right, you want to do this comp with me? You'd be surprised, especially from riding, how strong you will get, how quick.
Yeah, and I mean, I definitely feel it, and I've always carried a decent amount of muscle in my frame, and because I've done trades and I like, you know, lifting heavy objects in my yard, doing yard work and shit like that, I've always had decent strength, but I know with my age, I need to start working harder and get the real muscle and lose some of the fucking garbage I have around my fucking belly.
Garbage.
I'm not sure what yada garbage is.
How about go fuck yourself?
No, dude, you do have the frame. Like, you have the frame of a strong human. Yeah. Like, you have the frame that I wish I had.
With big old shoulders and a big chest, he'd look like a tank.
He would.
Yeah. When I was in my, I worked out a shitload in my late teens to mid 20s. And I was in fucking dumb shape back in the day. It wasn't until my early 30s where I started softening up a little bit, but still having good strength. I want better strength, and I want my wife to look at me with my shirt off and say, you look good.
I already do that.
I gotta interject from the chat. Rob has the frame of a tuna can.
Those are strong cans.
They are.
There's also, are those gyms also gay bars? And what the fuck is all of this? The dungeon, bust my balls, Iraq. That's from the gay dwarf hunter.
Oh, jeez. Well, so my algorithm got really weird for a minute, and I was seeing heavy weightlifting and stuff, and these gals would do super heavy lifts, and then they just evacuate themselves and just piss all over. Is that going to happen to me if I start lifting weights? That's been my barrier.
No. Actually, no, it won't.
Okay, good. Because sometimes I'll sneeze sometimes and I'll get a little tick, but I don't want to evacuate myself in the gym. Good question. I figured that was pertinent information there.
No, I was talking about doing CrossFit before, so you probably remember these stupid trends. Remember when, I guess before no one really did legs, and then whatever CrossFit came and people were all hardcore because they're, I'm doing leg day. Leg day doesn't count until you puke. Yeah. And people went way overboard to the point where it actually might go with your song you did for intro. These people would show up to the gym with a barf bucket.
Yeah. Jesus.
Because they're trying to look hardcore. I'm like, dude, it's just a waste of food. I'm twice as strong as you. I've never puked from a squat day. You don't need to do that.
Yeah, I've seen people puke doing CrossFit. I've seen people piss their pants doing marathons. So there's a litany of things that can go wrong. But that mentality was, we always said the gym I went to, they are a strength gym with a CrossFit problem. So it was very regimented, right? We know when we come in on Monday, we are definitely going to squat. And Tuesday we're going to press, and Wednesday we're going to do some kind of fast twitch, either like clean or snatch or something along those lines. And it's
clean or snatch?
A clean snatch.
Where do I go
the
to
joke,
clean or snatch?
the dirty snatchers.
Yeah, I've puked like training on my road bike before, but it's usually like too many electrolytes and gummy bears and going way too hard for too long, but it's not like an intentional thing.
Right.
But I do have a question. I'm interested. So what's your biggest pet peeve as far as like fads or stuff that's caught on in the fitness world? I think that'd be a good one.
Fitness fads. Dude, there's been probably so many. Actually, I don't know. Right now, everyone's onto these, what is it, Zyn? They're doing these nicotine packs.
He said, yeah.
The old lip pillows.
Yeah. What are those doing to people? I don't know.
I don't know. I've never smoked, so I guess you just get like a nicotine buzz.
Yeah, you get pretty jacked, like you not like jacked weight wise, but in the head. I'm not a nicotine guy. I never smoked cigarettes or anything unless I get too drunk in Thailand. You'll find me.
Actually, taking it back. But I know my most hated. That's not really a pet peeve, but I think it goes back with that. Like, I'm doing this to be hardcore, and I really don't think it has any value. Ice baths. I think influencers are all over the place with like, I'm waking up at 4 a.m. doing an ice bath. Okay. I've never like.
I do like a cold ass shower, and I could see like an ice bath to wake you up type of thing. Like I finish my showers on cold, but I don't do it because I think it's going to get rid of my cancer or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, we were just having this discussion, Katie and I, the other day, and I was debating the ice bath with myself to her. Yeah. And so I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to burn brown fat, that makes sense. It could work. I was like, but I'm not sure, like, trying to convince your body it's almost dead every morning is a good way to do anything.
I think the amount of like cardio I would do with training on the road bike or something, like when I'm done to do that to kind of like numb my legs or something. But yeah, not in like the way, like he said, like the super hardcore. It's like putting ice packs on after you've been riding for 6 hours straight. Yeah. That's how I would see it. But yeah, the people that think it's like some super drug or something, that is kind of funny.
You're not going to get jacked just by doing some ice bath.
No.
I've been doing a cold shower every morning. I was wondering why I haven't gotten jacked yet. I was a little upset.
It's not cold enough.
just need to shoot ice cubes out of it. You'd also be unconscious at the end.
I just boof them. Ice cubes.
That's the new thing.
5
just start doing it. What do you? I sun my perineum in the morning and I boof at night. Trust me, it works.
You could technically boof a bukkake.
Dude, there's so many dumb ones. I think, like, for me, the dieting ones are really, really stupid. So, like, I eat only meat. I don't know. That's like one of the dumbest ideas I've ever heard.
People just overdo everything.
Yeah.
Go to the max.
Full diets generally don't ever work. Like, you just got to one thing at a time, fix some habits. You don't do like, who does like a full overhaul to do some crazy extreme diet? And then they just crumble after a couple months.
I've never seen it work flawlessly. That's for sure.
I'm gonna say this because she never listens, but that's my wife to a T. My wife
gonna listen now.
Fucking kills herself in the gym. Almost every single day. We were on a 1-month trip, and every day she walked 5 miles with a 10-pound vest on. Yet she complains because she doesn't lose any weight, and she's strong as fuck. She just ran a marathon, but she complains about losing weight, but it's all her diet. And she always tries these fad diets. She doesn't try to balance her diet. And the one thing that woke me up was Chief introducing me to the RP diet. And honestly, the only reason I did that for a year was because I accidentally subscribed to it and paid for an entire year. So I did it for an entire year, and I slept better. I still working on it. I slept better. I felt better. I shit better. Like, all of it was better. And like, I still, to this day, when I go back to it, I still have more energy, feel better. My mental health is better, like all of it. And like, I mean, yeah, granted, I do revolve around eating more meat than anything else.
As you should.
But the biggest change for me was making sure that I eat a good breakfast every day. 3 or 4 eggs, bacon, and strawberries.
Chia seeds.
Chia seeds too.
Yeah.
Tablespoon.
Well, you do nutrition counseling too, don't you, Jeff?
I don't do full meal plans because everybody's different. I got clients that are borderline carnivore, and then I have people that will just eat everything. You want to know like the most simple thing. If you're starting out and you want to fix your diet, take your shittiest meal, fix it, and just create that habit.
Yep.
When you have that dialed for like a month, and then it's time to reassess, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah,
so depending on your goals, then it's always just one habit at a time.
My shittiest meal was always my breakfast, and when I really started changing, eating what I eat for breakfast and actually eating a real breakfast, that's when I had more energy and I felt way better throughout the day. And I didn't get that afternoon swoon where you like fall asleep just standing, but not like working at a desk or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you on that. I know for me, like, I ate like complete shit until probably like 30.
Yeah.
Like absolute shit. Like the shittiest shit that you could fucking eat.
I can't even picture this.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
pizza.
Yeah, pizza, I ate so much fast food and like donuts, and just because it would just disappear.
Yeah.
You know, it just would go into my body. But also I had zero muscle on my body. Like I looked like I was 12 when I was 30.
Were you skinny fat or just skinny?
He had like a little chubby belly.
I was in between that.
Like not toned, but skinny?
Yeah. Yeah. Like you could tell.
Alien.
Yeah, Twiggy Alien. Exactly. Yes, now we know we love him. Now we know he's our guy because he said Twiggy Alien.
At 24 years old, I was 130 pounds. I'm like 5'11", maybe 5'11" and a smidge.
Wow.
So 130 is super skinny. I pretty much grew up eating like Cinnamon Toast Crunch and then Hawaiian.
Yeah.
But my nutrition was terrible.
Yeah. Same thing. And then like I noticed when I did switch to like food that had fucking nutrients in it, my body just kind of naturally started growing more though, along with the lifting. I didn't have to, I mean, I went hardcore at it. I weighed about 189 pounds at my heaviest.
Jesus.
But it wasn't like, I wasn't fit or anything. And I wasn't even that strong. I just had gotten kind of like fat for me.
Yeah.
Which I'll show you guys a picture. It's fucking hilarious. I have one of me drinking an Old Glory energy drink.
Oh my God.
On a float trip. I don't know if you ever had an Old Glory. Man, they're good. I don't know if Canada has them, but wow. Awesome energy drink. Yeah. And so then like everything just kind of, it just kind of changed from there. And then once I cleaned that up, and I recently cleaned up a lot. Like I cleaned up more than I've ever cleaned up after my son was born, and like instantly felt so much better. And it wasn't just cleaning up. Like I cleaned the kind of meat that I eat, and just to reduce inflammation and stuff like that. And some people can, it's weird, like Jeff has said, some people can do things that other people can't do. And so it's so hard to come up with like a blanket plan for most people. But with RP, like you said, yeah, you can just, it does a good job for pretty much everyone. Are you familiar with RP?
You don't think I am? What is it?
It's called Renaissance Periodization, and it's an app where you can plug your food in, and it shows you what your macros need to be for whatever your goal is. And I've been using it for like, I just did a cut on it after the kid, and it worked really, really well.
I still don't get this macro
now I'm
stuff.
just maintenance on it. So,
well, and
your input the stuff that you normally eat anyway.
No, it tells you how much of the things you should eat at each meal. So it gives you some freedom in what you can eat, but it has suggestions like, you know, don't fucking like chew butter off the stick. Although I advocate for it.
Oh, dude, I cook everything in butter now.
I cook everything in butter too.
And I think to your point, having a kid like changed a little bit for you, but brought you back. The older my son and my daughter get, the more I realize that I got to be like Wayne McElman, like Ryan's dad, who is like this 5'6" brick shithouse at like 62 years old.
Yeah.
Like old dog super fit, also fake. I don't know if he lifts or works out, but there's some good genetics there, obviously, but there's some good fitness there as well. Like, I look at this and I'm trying to teach both of my kids. I mean, during the school year, my son eats minimum 2 to 3 eggs for breakfast. This week, since he's going to Woodward, he eats 3 to 4 eggs every day, so he has the energy to get through the day ripping like 10 or 15 laps a day at Woodward. So like, that is also my motivation, like, right now. And I think, to your point, it actually really works. And the kid thing changes it, especially as they get older.
I'm really trying to get beefed up, and I was actually starting to follow this guy. I don't know how new he is, but Liver King, and he lives this primal lifestyle, and I really think that's the direction I'm going to start.
Yeah,
going.
just liver.
Yeah,
there's a lot of liver up in Cedar.
Yeah.
Well,
would you recommend a primal lifestyle? Is that? I think he's got a little extra juice in his meat.
Well, he is totally natural, so you can achieve those results.
I could look just like
easily.
that within a couple of years, maybe.
Yeah,
year or two.
You seen that dude's story recently? Tried to kill Joe Rogan.
Yeah. He's been popping up on my algorithm because I looked at a couple of his stories when he was like in DC or down in Austin, and he's like walking around with a vest on, looking like a fucking goofball, and then he's like in his living room. His very primal living room with a fucking fire going in the middle of summer in Texas. And he's like on this like Wii Fit board or something. And he's like got a weight in his hand and he's like balancing and he puts it down and he's like trying to turn a 360 and he like falls over and shit. Dude's on something. I don't know if
I think he's intimidated by Tom Haviland.
What do you think that guy is on? Honestly, it can't just be steroids.
No.
It's making him do that.
Meth.
That's what I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
At this point, yeah.
I really do think that.
I do.
Because I've known so many people who have done steroids, and like I know they talk about the road rage thing, but I didn't see it with those people. I think what steroids do is if you are a huge asshole, they just make you more of a huge asshole. It's just like the social media of drugs.
You've known a lot of people on steroids. I've known a lot of people on meth, and that is meth or something along those lines. Anyways, it's definitely he's lost his fucking mind. That's for sure.
I had this friend Chris, and he's 260, and he was always roided. But he was like a girls' soccer coach for like his daughter and like the nicest guy I've ever met in my entire life. And he was really fun to work out with, like got you all amped and pumped. But yeah, and so I didn't see a lot of that. I don't know if you guys have experienced any roid rage people, but it's definitely out there. I just think it's with people who are probably going to rage about something anyway.
Yeah. They're angry no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're raging, but they're impotent. They can't really do anything about it. And then they take the steroids and they can kind of.
Okay, so let's talk one thing before we get into questions from the audience. For like older dudes, we've kind of talked about the mental game and we've talked about the physical game and why you want to lift, obviously to increase bone density and be stronger and keep doing the things that you have been doing your whole life. Let's talk a little bit about supplements because I think there are like 3 that are worthwhile and that's it. What's your take, Jeff?
What's your 3?
Creatine? Whey protein and caffeine.
I'd agree. And add vitamin D.
Yeah, that's a good one too if you don't get it.
Chief does like vitamin D.
Chief doesn't need any more
D. You can get a good vitamin D. Yeah, that can help too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it about those 3 that's
take
good?
Take it with a K2 and take it with like coconut oil because it's fat soluble.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Most people are D deficient. But you don't have, I'd agree, dude. That's a good list. You don't have to go crazy with it. What do I take? I do magnesium as well.
Oh, yeah, I do that sometimes.
Take magnesium every day.
It's really, what do I do? Magnesium, vitamin D, the K2. Oh, and zinc. That's it.
Yeah.
I take those 3.
Yeah,
those are my 3 multivitamins.
I guess I would add some type of zinc, magnesium. Yeah. I think I do. My wife buys me some combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good before bed.
I have vitamin D. When I got COVID, I started taking all of that, and I continue it through, plus a stupid shitty multivitamin.
Yeah, you know what? A multivitamin's not a bad thing, though. I think there are good ones out there. I take one, so yeah. So I guess I technically have 5.
I feel like multis have trace amounts. If you want something, just buy the actual like a multivitamin might have like, I think it's like 400 or 600 IU of vitamin D.
Yeah.
I take 10,000 IU of vitamin D every day.
And I take separate vitamin D, zinc, and magnesium pills. We do have a comment from the Zoom room, and it's omega-3s question mark.
I think they're good. I don't take them, but I'm not against them.
Can I?
I also
You just
saw
saw
in
it at the same time.
Depositories.
I think everybody saw that at the same time.
I'd say if you're getting good red meat, you may not, and you're getting, I think, fish.
Yeah.
You're probably good on your omega-3s.
I don't eat a lot of fish.
Yeah,
myself.
I mean, fish is tough for a lot of people, but especially if you're getting grass-fed beef and you're getting a good balance of omega-6 and omega-3 in there, then I think that would probably be enough. But I'm not an expert, so
I think it's huge, but then I think you're really getting into like you need to do some blood work to really know what you're deficient in. But like that's why I said like vitamin D, pretty much everyone's deficient in vitamin D.
Yeah, people do not like to go outside.
No.
Well, they all sit inside.
Yeah.
I don't do that at all. We're outside so much.
My wife's especially deficient in vitamin D because she married the tuna can. Oh, sorry, I had to.
Self-burn.
What is it? What is it? What is it about creatine that's good?
Yeah, I'm curious about creatine. I heard it's good for my shitty brain.
And loading is bullshit. I'll just say that before we continue this conversation.
What's loading?
They talk about preloading your creatine to get it saturated in your blood. You don't have to do that.
Okay.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not going to act like I know all this shit, but all the studies are coming out now. Apparently it is good for brain health, for like Alzheimer's. And so, I mean, I can't back that up, but
that's something
creatine works in the gym, feels good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's cheap as hell.
So cheap.
So,
so basically you're going to get 2 more reps, maybe.
I can't remember. I was talking with Cody, and he takes some creatine. He actually found some. I'll have to ask him what brand it is, but he said that some of the other stuff that he would take kind of give him like a puffy face, make him swell up a little bit.
I've never had that issue, and
he said this other stuff he got.
Anally, or
I don't know what this guy maybe.
Yeah, I take 5 grams every day.
5 grams?
Yeah. Ish.
Same.
Where do you find it?
You can get it anywhere. You get it at Walmart. You can get it at Harmon's. You just get whatever is like normal creatine monohydrate. It's super cheap. It's good for every aspect of your body. There were some studies back in I think like the 90s that said that football players were dying from it. What was happening is that they were doing 2-a-days in 98-degree weather like they're doing right now here in Utah, and they weren't getting hydrated enough.
Well, yeah, that might do it.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the creatine. It's just you have to drink water if you're planning on being outside.
Yeah, period. I thought you could take creatine and just not drink water all day.
Right, that's right. And caffeine's great too because it's thermogenic, so it's going to help.
The first half of my day, I have a lot of caffeine.
Yeah, and I think that's good and bad.
Yeah. I can't remember who it was. I was listening to, especially after I found out he was coming on, I was listening to some Gary Brecka. Mm-hmm. He seems like he's pretty smart about that kind of shit.
Yeah, he's got some stuff that he's selling that I think is kind of snake oil, but really? I think he's got a lot of good stuff too.
I haven't followed him. I've just heard him on a couple of shows.
I don't know, Jeff. Are you familiar with Gary Brecka?
No.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good biohacks, but some of the stuff, like I said, there's not
a little gimmicky.
Yeah, there's not a lot of research behind it, that's a lot of supplements. Though,
that's the hard part. Yeah, you dip into it, and that's if I am to do anything, it's got to be super fucking straightforward.
Yeah,
otherwise I'm just like, over my head already. Like the max of mine goes to whatever my buddy that I live with, his wife. If she doesn't like it, it ends up in my kitchen, and I use it. So I've got some really nice protein stuff. It's expensive, but I don't know if it's any good or not. But I have it every once in a while.
What they need to bring back is Jacked. I think we've talked about it on this show so many times. So
what the hell is Jacked?
Jacked is a now banned pre-workout that had, it was, for like the simplest way to describe it, it was the effects of meth in a pre-workout.
Okay.
Have you tried it?
Oh, I used to use it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It was big when I first started lifting. And the first few times you try it, it'll hit you hard, for sure. I don't know, did you ever have it?
Oh, I'm sad that I haven't. I've heard all the legends of it.
It's legendary.
The banned substance in it, I don't know if I got the letters. Either like DMHA or DHAA or something. That's the only jacked story I knew is probably when I was pretty new to the gym. I used to work out in the back of a supplement store, and they also used to just make shakes. So if you didn't want to buy like a whole thing, they just make you like a pre-workout drink right there. And I guess some kid took like 3 scoops.
Oh, Jesus.
And the owner was like, have you seen that dude? Like, oh, he's in the bathroom or whatever. So they're knocking on the door, nothing. He's like, hey, man, you okay? Like, it's just been a long time. So he decides like, okay, I'm coming in just in case. So I guess this kid just shit everywhere. His ass exploded from 3 scoops, and he just bounced. So somehow he left, and he went out the back door or something at the gym and just left a huge mess.
There's another now banned pre-workout called NO Explode, and we used to call that NO Asplode.
Just OD via shitting all over the bathroom.
Yeah.
So that kid wanted to be a brick shit house, and he ended up shitting a brick house.
I was gonna say a shit.
I see where you're going.
Guys in the States have way gnarlier shit than us, too.
Yeah, and you know what?
Levels and everything are way crazier than what we can have here.
All that stuff, a lot of it is still available here.
Our FDA approves some pretty wild shit.
Yeah, I don't think they approve any of those.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
If it came across their desk and you gave them 10 mil, they would. They don't care.
Yeah, they would for like the right money.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure. But I think you can get like derivatives of it's like a geranium root is what they called it on the MDH. Whatever it was.
DMT?
Yeah. DMT in your workout.
Ayahuasca?
I don't know if I'd want to take any of those. You're over there lifting
72-hour energy.
Bar, no weight.
Yeah. So like you can still get that stuff. So all they do is they'll change like one link in like the formula for the chemistry. So change one link in it. Now it's a different substance that does the same thing through like a different pathway or whatever. And then they're like, okay, not a problem now.
You've been
It's not
taking too
banned.
much of that. You were sounding kind of like Rob there for a second.
Yeah.
I
just had some DMHA.
Another actually, we'll get to the questions that were used a minute, but we got another live question here, and it's from the gay dwarf hunter. Gay dwarf hunter. What do you got? What is like? I think this is a panel question, I guess. What do you guys think of Ozempic?
No.
Same. Jeff?
There's just another trend there. Dude, it's the same thing. You're just taking something to do the work for you.
Yeah.
You're not learning anything. It's the same as like, what was a gastric? I'm not a weight loss guy, but it's like getting like a gastric bypass or whatever that is. Like people were just like clamping their stomachs. So they're just going to keep eating like crazy and stretch it out again.
and eating shit.
Yeah, that happened to a friend of mine.
It's just one of those, like, I don't want to do the work kind of things.
Oh,
I feel like shit. I'm eating like
not
shit.
even getting into the part of how terrible it probably is for your body anyway.
Dude, sorry, go ahead, Jimmy.
I've got my take. Those are the e-bikes of the diet world.
Ouch.
Yes.
I don't know how to feel about my e-bike
They're
after that.
fun.
I love my e-bike.
You get the results.
I love my e-bike, but I'd never take Ozempic.
They
You get the
you to
results
top.
without trying it, dude. You're just riding an Ozempic bike, dude. We should call them O-bikes.
God damn it.
Anything where
There's
you're-
a meme. There's a meme for you, Jimmy.
That's it.
I think if you're decreasing nutrients overall, if those people were actually getting any nutrients, is probably a bad idea.
But I mean, it's a drug for diabetics. It's like, sure, if you're diabetic and you need it, but still, your lifestyle change and all that can literally change the way that you are as far as diabetic goes too, from what I've seen.
I say fuck it, do it now, and then 20 years from now, collect your million in the settlement.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or when
Just
let
go
your
for
family
it.
collect it when you die.
But he's right. Like we talked about default actions last week a little bit, and like there's no motivation. There's just changing what you do. Like you have to get up and like. For me right now, I want to ride bikes so bad, but just with a baby, and I like spending time with my kid at night, and so I don't want to go ride at night. You know, my default action on that, while I was thinking about it the other day, is okay. Well, I'm going to have to give up a day or two in the gym to like go in the morning
Right.
and do it then. So that's the answer. Like if you're having dissonance, figure out what the problem is and then solve it. And that's the best thing about the gym. Like you go in and you come out thinking that way. You can solve all your problems by thinking that way. And
Every
I've always said
has a solution.
yeah, it's like the Yoda thing. Like there's only do or do not do. There's only yes or no. That there's only ever two answers to any question ever in life. Yes or no.
And can't is a four-letter word because can't never got nothing done.
I like it.
I've been using that with my kids for the last 7 or 8 years.
I'm going to share that with Jesse.
I am not allowed, like my kids are not allowed to say the word can't in the house. Whenever they say can't, I look at them and I say, did you just tell me to go fuck myself?
Wow.
I'm serious. I'm serious. Like I literally tell them when they say that, I said, you just said fuck you to me.
Wow.
Like
buddy.
Replace can't with having a hard time, because having a hard time means you can do it, but it's difficult.
You should just tell your son, this would toughen him up. If you ever say can't to me, every time he says can't, you just gut punch him. Boom. Say that. See how that's
the way to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Parenting 101.
He hit and cleared the boner log at fucking Woodward this week already. So
good for him.
Yeah.
Let's go to our questions for Jeff from the audience. Who wants to start?
I like this one. I'll start with this one.
Okay.
M. Weatherill asks, being a huge woked out lion tamer, how many PSI do you run your rear shock at?
It's Matt. I love Matt. Rear shock, dude, it's an oil shock. I know I got the fat guy coil on it, and I don't know what it's at. Whatever it would be for like 230, 240-ish.
What bike are you on?
What's that?
What bike are you on?
I'm on a old 2012 demo.
Oh, nice.
Probably a 650 pound
So
shock.
it's got a Boxer World Cup that I got like I think 100 PSI in.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nice.
Don't know
maximum.
about.
That's hilarious because those are my stats for riding in Virgin.
Nice,
And I weigh 90 pounds less than you, 70 pounds less than you.
Slow rebound.
Slow rebound. How did you get from a preteen chief to a stacked dwarf from World of Warcraft? That's from Photosensitive Cycling. I
He's also the gay dwarf hunter in the room.
think we talked about that.
I have asked this before, like, what is the gay dwarf hunter? What is it regular here? Like,
Nothing's regular here.
I don't think any of us really know what it is.
Yeah, so just lifting.
what was the what?
How did you get from a preteen chief to a stacked dwarf from World of Warcraft? He's taller than us.
So for reference, Chief is kind of like your before picture.
Yeah, I'm 5'9", 165. Hello.
How did I do it?
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
all he's asking.
consistent. That's it, dude. It's that simple. Just be consistent. There's like a stupid quote. What was it? It's better to be consistently good than occasionally great. I just stuck for a long ass time. I was a skinny ass kid. I was never strong. I'm not gifted like that. I just stuck with it. That's it. Super easy. And some force feeding too. I had to stick, but that's consistency too. So it's some discipline. Like every day before bed, I still have to eat. I eat another meal, or it's like I'm losing weight. So
I'm stealing that. Consistently good, like random, like say that again, dude. Sorry, I interrupted you, but I gotta have you say that again. Say that one more time. It's better to be consistently good.
It's better to be consistently good than occasionally great.
That's amazing. Mm-hmm. Sorry, dude. Keep going.
I really like the occasionally great.
Yeah, but that's it. It's just, and all that metabolism stuff of like, oh, you're 30 or 35 or whatever, your metabolism goes, dude, I'm going to be 42 soon. I'm still force feeding before bed.
Nice.
So metabolism changes when you slow down and you become a beer drinking lazy shit.
And slow.
Maybe I should do these two because they're related. So Alex MTB 11 says,
World Cup rider.
Love the shirt. Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Love the shirt. I noticed the shirt and I said, did you get that jacked by gooning?
Dude, everyone loves this thing. I know that I had that before the internet and the whole gooning thing. And then I just rolling with it because now it's hilarious.
That was, I didn't
make everything better.
Yeah.
We were at Highland and I wore one of these shirts one day and the lifty kids, every fucking lap
Awesome.
Must be a Gen Z thing.
Yeah. Now that he's jacked, is it easier to wrangle a mini horse? And do you even lift, bro? I don't know. I don't think he knows the mini horse reference because he hasn't been listening long enough. But I'll ask you that question. You want me to ask him now?
Yeah.
Should we just wait till the end?
Yeah, wait till the end. Yeah, go ahead.
Finish this part. This one's from Slick Honey So Cougar, who's a twink himself. It says, how does eating children to bulk up taste?
A lot of proteins.
Yeah, these are our listeners.
Oh my God, the next one. The Glampets. Did you almost rip it off the first time you jerked it with those pythons?
Well, it's gradual, right? You don't just get jacked in one day.
So everything got tougher.
Oh my God.
Oh, how many power sauce bars do you eat a day? The Simpsons reference.
That's the Simpsons reference.
I love it.
That's great.
Who did that one?
That was Christagram 152.
Oh, dude, I know Chris.
That's awesome.
Any Simpsons stuff, I love that shit, man.
Yeah.
My brain is filled with quotes.
Dude, my kids have been binging all 34 seasons, and I will not stop them. And they're like at the early stuff now that I remember. I'm like, oh.
Nice. 2 more. Who wants to take them?
I will. I'll go now. I'll take the next one. From Trash Panda Actual. Do you think you could take Joey Swole?
Joey, I know of Joey Swole. I don't know. What, like, are we doing like an MMA fight or something?
I don't know. Maybe they just want you to take him somewhere. They weren't specific.
Just carry him.
Yeah. And finally, how many milligrams of test a week, brother?
Oh, gosh.
That one's from
Keep
Emil.
those coming. I love those. I get the occasional fake weight comment on my Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen
And
those.
then a little more rare, but then the steroid comment, I love it. The best shit. So just drown my Instagram in it.
Yeah, dudes who are like 6 foot tall and 230 are usually not on steroids.
No.
That's like 260, 275.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is hard to
You can usually tell too.
Yeah. Yeah, just having traps doesn't mean you're on steroids.
Look at their nipples after a few years.
Yeah, well, thanks for answering those questions. They're really, really stupid. But we have one question we ask all of our guests. We had already asked Ryan McKelman that question, so we didn't ask him it last weekend or last week. Let's say you're riding and you're cruising along. You're having a great ride, having the time of your life, just like, I don't know, you're like peak, right? Having just so much fun, flowing, and you hit something and you crash. And you're like, what was that? And you look over and what you hit was a mini horse. Okay, so a miniature horse. Would you be more mad that you hit a mini horse instead of a dog in that instance, or less mad?
I would be less mad.
And then the secondary and follow-up
answer.
is, why are you less mad?
I don't really get the mini horse reference, but I don't know. Why would I care about a horse? I don't care.
Mini horses are pretty cute. They're kind of like pouncy dogs.
I don't know how this question became a thing, but people love when we ask it. So
It's been going on.
it's been going on for 5
If you
years.
exchange that with cat, I'm more of a cat guy than a dog guy, but I don't know. A horse is like a deer, and I hate deer. They're the stupidest animal on earth. They just walk in front of your car and everything. So
Yeah, that's true. Dude, I haven't told you guys we're getting a mini horse.
Are you?
Wait, what?
Coming over.
Yeah, we're getting one, so
Oh
you guys
my.
can come ride it.
Yeah, we have like
Sweet.
this weird obsession with them. We actually have a shirt that says Mini Horse Free Ride Crew, and it's a guy riding a mini horse in the desert. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
where did the mini horse even come from?
Much
Does anybody
Horse
know?
weigh?
Yeah,
Some of
good
them are
question.
pretty stout.
Yeah, if they're full grown, they're hefty little shits.
Couple 100 pounds.
Yeah.
300?
At least,
You can
yeah.
buy them squatted or something. I'd like to lift a mini horse.
We might.
Please.
My dog's 150. I'll bet you a mini horse is probably 350
Dude,
at least.
We will collab on that video.
Oh my god! If we like, if we got to do a Nard Fest in Utah when Perry has the mini horse at the ranch he's living at. Get him down here and do that as a bit. He also did a kind of sort of collab ish with somebody who's been on the show a few times here, and I don't know if you ended up talking to him, but he did a remix of one of Sebastian's "What a Normal Mountain Biker's" memes.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. Did you end up chatting with him? Because I know that I kind of connected you guys over Instagram. Did you end up chatting with him about anything?
No, I should send him a message though. Well, you've seen him in person. How big is he?
He's a big boy.
Big boy, and he's like he was talking. He was like, yeah, I exercise, I lift. He's like, I'm just trying to like cut some weight and get even stronger. He's fucking
stout.
He is a big human being, and he's not just like a big dude up top and like skinny legs.
I was like,
he is
trust
like
me, he's big on the
big
bottom,
dude.
too. I know when I started reading
naked.
Those guys have like crazy genetics. I hate people like that. I would have been a pro football player.
No, he really, he's built like that, where if he trimmed up and like swolled up a little bit, he would, I mean, he's already a tank. If I tried to run into him full speed, I'd just stop and fall.
I mean, he outweighs you by 125 pounds.
Yeah.
And he's not fat.
No,
like he's a large boy and could trim some, but he's not like he's doesn't have like big belly.
He doesn't have like a front bum.
6'6"?
I think he's 6'4" or 6'5".
I look up to him by a couple inches.
Yeah.
6'4", 360.
Yeah, big dude,
massive dude. Yeah.
I can't believe he doesn't break bikes.
Yeah.
Testament to Specialized.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. And Ari and
Everyone's passing
Rebel
on him.
Oh no, everybody's giving him bikes.
Yeah, they got to give him multiples. They're about to go bankrupt.
I'm not taking that guy on. Not on anything. Well, Specialized, didn't they give him? Did they give him carbon bikes or did they give him aluminum?
They gave him
bikes?
carbon and aluminum. He got some carbon aluminum.
Wow. You look at
the
like,
one he shot the shit out of was carbon fiber.
It's like that thing when you see like you see like a bodybuilder standing next to a powerlifter and then a powerlifter standing next to a strongman.
Yeah.
You ever seen that meme?
I don't know if I've seen him.
No.
He's strongman.
Him. Yeah, he's just strongman.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, for such a big boy, he does ride pretty light.
He's good.
He does, yeah.
Yeah. I think he
He
rides
doesn't hammer his bikes.
No.
I think
He's kind of dainty like a ballerina.
yeah, I think my son rides harder than him.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
He's got kind of the
JG.
Mr. Incredible build.
Yeah.
Kind of does, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we hit on a bunch of stuff. Is there anything you want to mention before we let you go and head on to the other stupid parts of this show?
I will, I guess, just backtrack a little bit for Rob was talking about, do you guys ride with your kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
do.
did you have to force them to do that, or did they just start riding because you guys ride?
Jimmy?
No, I built him his first Strider type bike out of wood, and that was the start. So it was like I never had to ask if he wanted to ride. It was he did want to ride every time.
Yeah. They love that because they're doing that with their dad, right?
Yeah.
That's part of it. Yeah, I think that's where it started. But man, yeah.
So if you
it's been
guys
good.
started lifting with your kids,
Good
they
idea.
probably naturally do that as well.
Yeah.
And develop awesome life habits, right?
Yeah.
They remember learning to lift, learning to squat with dad, right?
Yep.
I have
Yeah.
a lot of dad rants. I get told by young people all the time all these shit excuses. So
Yeah, and my kids see my wife go to the gym every day, and and the riding thing was I got my kids like Striders, like bikes like that, and also making sure that they're part of it. And I would just take my son when he was like 5 years old. I started taking him with my mother up to Deer Valley, and he would just mess around his Strider or pedal around his pedal bike, and he started riding pack with me. Park at 7 years old, and now does a week or two a year at Woodward, and it's his favorite
He's
week of
good.
the year. And he's like on.
So is Jimmy's kid.
Yeah, Jimmy's fucking
Both good.
JG's
Yeah.
ridiculously good. Even like on that flow trail, one of the flow trails in Corner Canyon, he's riding trail speed on that thing. Like I can't push. but I don't have to like be brake dragging. He clears everything. He made his instructor today told me that he may take his group on Spiral Out on late tomorrow or on Friday, which is the big jump trail at Woodward.
Yeah. So. I know my kid spends at least 2 days a week in the gym with us already because Katie and I are on opposite schedules now. So she'll go at a different time than me because he doesn't like the kid care there.
And he's what, 10 months old?
14. But
14
his first time in, he was probably about 8 months old.
Well, I saw the pictures you were sending earlier. It looks like he's already got good form.
Yeah, he's all jacked. I know that one I posted today was really cute and funny. But yeah, so he's already in there, and I want him to see that. Like, I want him to...
It's important.
Like Jeff said, it's building habits. I mean, that's all the stuff that I did growing up was because my dad did it.
Well,
and he took
like,
me with him.
A big thing is going to be, there's going to be a big difference between athletes of when we were kids and how athletes are going to be in the future.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so competitive now.
They already are.
Yeah, and you look at, like, we've talked about Richie Rude and Cody Kelly and the kind of shape that they're in. Mm-hmm. It's next level fitness.
Yep.
On
and
top
they've been
of
doing
being
it
really,
since they
really
were
good.
Children.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And so if you want your kids to be good at whatever sport they decide to play, or you force them into because you're a shit parent, just make sure that they have like some gymnastics and lifting and stuff like that as a base.
And Richie Rude's a brick shit house.
Yeah.
Hey, Richie, Cody's better.
Yeah. So do you have a question you want to ask us? Because we always ask that before we go.
For anyone, maybe mostly Chief, but you guys got like a old guy trick that's like you still want to learn? Like unfinished business, or you got like a bucket list trick that you still need to get done?
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I want a big, beautiful knack, like a big, like stylish foot dropped knack. Yeah, that's the one I really want, and I'm scared shitless to try it.
Yeah, you could do that.
My whips are so mobbed. I'm like, I don't even know where to start.
Like you're 15.
Oh,
my whips are so mobbed,
good
bro.
or bad.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's the one for me.
My whips are shit. For me, I've always wanted to do a suey, and
You could do a suey.
I gotta come up and hit that trick jump and learn them with you.
It's a good place for them.
I don't know if I have a trick. If I have a trick, it would be just a nice looking tabletop.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
But what I always want to do is get better at corners.
For sure. If only someone would show us.
I'm here whenever you guys.
He shows me all the time.
I'm leaving. See you later.
Just got to keep up first.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Show you all of it.
Yeah, that's not an easy thing to do.
Probably the biggest trick I want to do ever since mountain biking. And I feel like if I did it, I'd land it, but it's been in my head, and then I stopped riding as much as the front flip, like that's big laid out front flip, like stretched.
Oh, that's the scariest thing to even think about.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
Just
terrifying.
dropping in to do that, and it's every time I've done it on a bag, fucking perfect. Every time I've done it, like I'll ride out on bags every time I do it, but just haven't taken it to dirt. And when I was doing BMX more growing up, the biggest thing I still wouldn't mind one day was a backflip tail whip. I always thought that was one of the coolest.
Yeah,
still a good trick.
Yep.
It's a technical trick that doesn't look stupid.
Yeah. You're in the air, legs flailing, the bike's going the wrong way. Yeah. I think that's sick.
And rotating somehow.
Yeah. But every time I go to do a backflip the bike starts getting away from me. So I think I might as well just whip it and get it around.
You're going to get stabbed by the handlebar.
Yeah, for real.
All right, Jeff, thanks.
That era, I think the flip whip, when it was done the first time, was kind of like, you can't get anything better than this.
No, that was the sickest trick. If you could do a flip whip, it was like, oh, this is a god. We're not worthy. Yeah.
There's no trick that can ever be done better. And then people started doing doubles. So
yeah, doubles. I saw. I think it was freaking. No, I'm wrong. It was freaking.
Ragakin.
No, lives here locally. Short little guy. Why am I spacing on his name?
BMX guy.
Navi?
No. Nitro Circus guy.
Curtis.
He did like a flip, triple whip or quad whip, something absolutely insane.
Nothing surprises me.
Oh, it was wild. I had to slow it down. Yeah. He's wild. Next level.
Yeah, and he's a super nice guy too.
Super.
I met his. Did I
So fun
tell you I
to
met his mom once?
No, but I bet she's
you did.
awesome.
She's awesome. I met his mom at a campground randomly. I was like, oh, we're mountain bikers. Oh, my son does that for a living. I'm like, cool, what's his name? Oh, it's Curtis Dowd. I'm like, I camped with him 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he's an awesome rider. Just super athletic too.
And just a really good guy.
And a good guy on top of it.
And will not do any recorded content.
No, because we've asked him a lot.
Yep. And we had a great conversation with him at the old site, camping and drinking beers, and he's like, you guys are great. You're funny. Chief has asked me. I'm not doing it. He goes,
Stop fucking asking.
He goes, I'm not doing it, and I'll tell you why. And he went on the story about how he was misquoted, like in a recording once, and he'll never do it again. I don't blame him. When he told me that, I was like, cool, dude. I'll never ask you again.
Yeah, if you know him, it makes sense.
Yeah. So,
Well, shit. That was good.
Yeah.
It was insightful.
Yeah. Anyone else? Any questions?
I might not follow the Liver King advice now. Jeff.
your question back to you. Just curious.
Bucket list trick. I'm going to be 42 soon, and that's kind of what I was thinking of. I kind of wanted to do something cool. I've never done a flip fakie, so that's definitely on the list. But I've also never just done a flip on a big bike.
Yeah.
So flipping a downhill bike is kind of something. Technically, I did one on an airbag at Highland a long time ago, but I don't think that really counts.
You got to do a big bike flip. You'll never go by. It's so fun. It just feels sick.
Get out here and come and ride Chief. Go work. Go to the gym with Chief, and then
come on
go
in.
hit the trick jump.
We'll go squat a mini horse and then go send a flip on a big bike.
Yeah, sounds good.
There's room at the ranch. You can hang with the mini horse.
You can stay in the stable.
We don't have one yet. I got to build that
He's gonna
still.
live with you. I'm coming over for sure.
Yeah, you should. Well, thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, that was great having you on, and we actually talked about real stuff tonight, which was fun.
Which we've been doing
more.
a lot lately.
And people seem to like it.
They really like it, actually.
I don't know.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
not sure about
It
all
was
this.
weird too, talking like real stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, we're going to get down a crazy road right here, but we kept it pretty normal.
Yeah. No, we've. I'm like you, man. And I told you in a private conversation, like some of the things that had happened to me in the past with like people, and I really want people to succeed, but I also want them to take responsibility for their success or their failure.
Yep.
And that's kind of just been like how my whole life has had to be, just because of where I come from. And so to have you come on, it was great. I think you have a good message. Everyone should go follow you. Give your Instagram out.
I appreciate having me. So it's just jeffrobertson.fit. And I'm always in the DM. So, dude, if you're a rider, and even what we were talking about before, like if you're intimidated, dude, send me videos. I answer everybody. So, dude, hit me up. I swear I'll be there.
Fucking quickly too.
I need some pecs and some shoulders, so I'll be hitting you.
Yeah. We like
good at that.
We like to say that Perry doesn't have curves; he has junctions.
Yeah. And Chief like thinks he's gonna out push up me and this and that. I do a lot of work. See those 1,000-foot spools? I carry those up 6-7 stories. I got a lot of like practical fitness, not gym fitness. Not saying that gym fitness isn't practical.
You got all the answers
the
right.
new Farm Strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
Lance Farm Strong.
I loaded a shit ton of hay bales into the back of a super lifted truck the other
Nice.
day, and I had to get them out and move them around. You know, that kind of stuff.
I got you. I got you. No, that counts too.
This
kept
isn't real
kept
beer
my dad
either, so.
healthy. So, until he put stents in his heart from eating pizza every night.
Wait, I got to stop doing that. Shit.
Okay, Jeff, thanks so much,
Thank
man.
you, Jeff.
Feel free
Thank
to
you.
stay and hang out with us or take off. Either way, we really appreciate you being with us.
Yep.
I'm down to hang with this Dungeon Master gay dwarf thing. So
Yes.
Clip
hang
that.
around.
Clip that one forever.
Jeff Robertson, right?
Yeah. No, Jeff
Robertson.fit.
Fucking Robinson.
Making sure I get it right.
All right. Jimmy's got his blizz on, so we need to move on. As you can see, he's got photocumbic lenses on. If you're one of our 169 YouTube subscribers that we're up to, holy shit, that's crazy. And when he has his photocumbic lenses on, It's time for the Baiku, and it's time for me to tell you about Blizz Eyewear, which you can find at enjoywinter.com. Go click on the Blizz tab and use the code SPONCHESMOM, which is spelled SPONCHESMOM, and you get 30% off. You heard it here first. Sponch's Mom gets you 30% off. The other 70%, you're going to have to get yourself off. So go over to enjoywinter.com and use the code. Here comes the Baiku.
The following Baiku is based on
Hurt because you don't lift? No accountability. Someone shit my pants.
How does he do it? It's like he Baiku's in the future, man.
Jimmy's Baikuing in 2050.
I started that one last week, and I just needed the beginning to it.
I like that they've been so themed to go along with the guest lately.
They're
It's a
amazing.
new twist.
Yeah, it's good.
Bringing tears to my eyes.
Always good. Always good.
It's my favorite part, I think.
We haven't talked about like old show stuff in a long time, and I was telling Rob that we should do a show, like if we just don't have a guest or something, or we want to schedule it, where we just go over the history of Gnar Couch, because it has been 5 years, and a lot of weird shit has happened since we started.
And a lot of cool shit, too.
And I found like the old shows. I found a lot of the old ones, like not the very first ones, but I'm talking like first, like maybe 15, 20 and up.
Okay.
And it's so much worse.
Oh, it's so bad.
So bad.
Well, I can bring an anniversary cake.
Well,
you should. That'd be in what, September?
What was
it?
What was it you said over DM? I just went to look for old content and listen to a bunch of stuff, and we were horrible. Or
Yeah,
is it
I was
horrible?
like,
Yeah, because we were talking about re-uploading a bunch of the old ones.
Yeah, but I
while
don't
we were
want
off.
to.
Because they're so bad.
It's so bad. Like if you think it's bad now,
so bad.
it is so bad.
It would take you 6 or 7 hours to edit a 2-hour episode.
For real?
God. Yeah, just because of like all the. And then it was
Stuff
still
you
that
shouldn't
bad.
say.
Yeah, and things you shouldn't say.
Yeah.
But that was also, back when things were super woke. And as you know, I work at a fairly woke place.
Yep.
And so I was really terrified of letting this stuff get out into the world. But
That time is kind of past.
that time has
Almost.
passed. And
You still
also-
can't say the F word that ends in agate.
Yeah.
I'm not really tempted to, but
I am a lot, and it's you guys don't understand how hard it is for me to sit here when I hear something and I'm like,
Is that how the jerk hand got kicked off Instagram?
I don't know. But like he was saying, he was really jiving to that new Kanye song. So I have a feeling maybe the amount of those he sent around, there were a lot of memes made out of that. So he's like, he has like a tinge of brown in him.
So he can say whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, he thinks so. Yeah, for sure.
I actually said that the other day. I think Eric just took the thought that he's brown and can say whatever you want to the extreme.
Who's
When
more
doesn't
tan,
he?
me or him right now?
He's gotten pretty tan.
Okay. So
But no, I was kind of making him. I mean, look at me though. So,
I mean, there's my usual
yeah.
and my tan. So,
Yeah.
because he's pretty light.
If he took his shirt off, he's a pretty white brown boy.
Right.
But he's I always mix that. It's not Puerto Rican. He'd be mad if I called him Puerto Rican.
He's El Salvadorian.
No.
El Salvadorian.
Yeah.
So they're not super dark. You know?
call
They're
him
not
wanna
super brown.
make him mad. Ask him if he's from Argentina.
I call him the Mexican all the time.
Oh yeah, he knows that for sure.
What does he call himself? A ho-ho or a ding-dong? He's brown on the outside, white on the inside.
Super white, yeah. He grew up in Draper.
I
so
thought he was
very-
Chilean.
No, that's Evo.
It's just how he likes it. No, all the other crazy weird fucks are Chilean.
I've been digging through like all that stuff. And I did find one thing that if you've been listening to this show, you'll remember this from probably 4 years ago,
Oh yeah.
3.5 years ago.
I'm worried.
And so this all goes back to a guy named Sponch who used to be on the show. And there's a running joke that's still going about Sponch's mom. And
He helps us out a lot.
Yeah, and it's the code, and like people still say Sponch's mom when they answer questions.
A very
never
large
gonna
amount answer questions with that name.
And so there was a song made called Sponch's Mom, and this is that song.
Oh no. Is this an old one?
Yeah.
So good.
Sponch's mom has got it going on. Sponch's mom has got it going on. Sponge's mom has got it going on. Sponge's mom has got it going on.
Sponge, can I come over after we ride?
After we ride,
Me and your mom could play slip and slide.
slip inside.
I bet your mom's vagina is starting to drip.
Starting to drip.
I can't wait to give her my mushroom tip.
Mushroom tip.
You know I'm not the little boy that I used to be. I'm a grown up now, let me stick it where you be. Sponge's mom has got it going on. She bangs the doors and makes my beers so long. Spongy, can't you see that your mom will have sex with me? I know I might be wrong, but I'm in love with Sponge's mom.
Sponge's mom has got
I'm just gonna let that breathe a little bit in the background.
Holy crap.
Who the fuck sang that?
That was BJ.
And I love the metal screams that he inserts in it too.
Okay, let me tell you. When this came out and you sent it around in the DMs, I was in Texas for work, driving to dinner, and I was playing it. I just about had to pull over.
Dude, when he's sitting there so off beat singing that one.
It's so funny.
Oh, fuck. That's amazing.
So I've been finding like all that old stuff, and we were talking about what was the one that we were looking for? Oh, the one where
The
you
new
go,
kids, yeah.
because he'd always go, and it was like his weird crutch that he had for some reason when he didn't know like what to do, and so I edited them and then pitch bent them so that they were like
So good.
It was just him going,
I mean, we have to bring that back, and I really like the idea of like doing a history of Gnar Couch show or like a throwback show. I mean, get me whatever you have, and I'll like pull like segments and clips, and we can play quick segments and fucking and friggin' and talk about them afterwards.
There's a bunch of old drops in there too.
Oh, I have all of the old drops still. I just never play them.
We just need to start digging all that stuff up.
Make a historic drop album and just start going to town.
There's so much funny stuff said.
The correct word would be exhume.
But I heard that today and I listened to it and I could not, or was it yesterday when I sent it to you guys? Yeah, it was yesterday. I could not. And I found it while I was like at work and I was moving work files around. And I was like,
So, first listen, I was laughing, but I was also half horrified.
so good. Question of the week this week is Jimmy's run out of meme ideas. So what should Jimmy meme? And we start with photosensitive cycling, his baikus or JP's ball sack.
Huh.
That'd be a strange meme.
How does that work?
Fiat currency?
Huh.
That's a good meme. That's from Dinosaurus Rex. PM Pickle says some angry shit. You could do that.
I do like that.
Yeah, you need to get some more anger out.
Yeah. And we go back to Slick Honey Soak Cougar, and he says, you guessed it, Sponge's mom.
Hey,
Doesn't go
speak
away.
of the devil. She's probably an angel. I take
He
it
also
back.
said e-bikes.
Oh, yeah, I do have an e-bike one ready.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
This one from Jelly, it's funny.
That's not funny.
It's funny.
Do you want to read it?
Hilarious. Jimmy getting pegged by Trump.
I don't see the humor, but
I don't know how you
I
can't
could
see
do
it.
it.
I don't know how you can't find that funny.
I mean, I could do it, but it's
Do that back to back with JP's balls for
JP
Thursday and Friday.
Jimmy getting trained by Trump. Only if JD Vance is in there with his meme face. This
Big
Can
round.
you Photoshop his balls and his face together?
Yeah.
And they're floating in the
It would
background.
just be Peter Griffin.
Someone trying to perfect their suspension settings.
Well, that's perfect.
That's a good one.
That's good.
How god awful the people are in the bike industry. I swear, being a douchebag is a prerequisite.
It's not too far from the truth.
I think we'll find out
If you're an
as
enthusiast.
as the year goes on. That's true.
I got this one. Alternative uses for chia seeds.
Is there
Tire sealant,
Yeah, they probably would work.
larger holes, we'll plug them right up.
Yeah, it's like instead of glitter, put in chia seeds.
Elkins, who will be here on Tuesday or Wednesday to visit us
Nice.
in Salt Lake, says Epstein and the Enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Those are
I
his.
do like
That's it.
that, especially if I could play our enthusiast song
Yeah, right.
in the story.
We need to figure out how to make that happen.
We need to also figure out how to start. Like, I know we know,
I know how to do it.
We gotta get the funding to get
Do
them
the
on
Spotify.
to the Spotify thing. Yeah, because those
Spotify
are
channel.
Cool.
the stuff is too good to not like put out in the world.
Yeah.
And we can also put the old school songs out there, the Sponges Mom songs, and let's not just do it like a comedy, do like a drop as a comedy album and put the commercials in there too.
Yeah, the
What was
commercials.
that band anyway? Was that Newfound Glory Hole?
Newfoundland glory hole.
Oh, Jimmy. I got it. Do I still have this one? Go ahead.
While he searches.
Like, go. Sorry.
Is that really the name of the band, Newfound Glory? Or was
That band was
that wasn't it? was
no, it
That
wasn't
was
Newfound
like,
Glory.
what the fuck was that band name?
it?
Fountains
Stacey's
of
Mom, Fountains of Wayne.
Fountains of Wayne, yeah.
Really?
Okay.
I never would have guessed that in 100 years. I thought it was one that I actually knew. I do not know that name.
They had a previous hit called "Leave the Biker."
Leave the Biker, huh?
That's the one I was looking for. I used to play
Sniper
that
shot.
a lot. Yeah.
Forgot about the sniper shot. Well, tomorrow's going to be really fun.
Yes.
Excited.
So I'll do the whole intro on it next week, tomorrow. But I've been talking to him over the last, almost a year, going back and forth, trying to figure it out. Because I met him at the top of Rainmaker at Trussell last year with Isaac. Started talking to him, told him what we do. He's like, I've seen your memes. The conversation I recall was, I've seen your memes, I know who you guys are. I'm down. Kind of went back and forth a little bit, never really scheduled it. Finally got a hold of him a month ago. I was like, hey, send me your email. I want to send you some dates. Kept going back and forth, never sent him an email, and then found out on Monday when I picked Isaac up that he's the pro of the week at Woodward. And I emailed him, I messaged him, I said, hey, we'd love to have you down. Can you make it work? He said he could make it work Thursday. Actually met him at Woodward to chat a little bit, tell him to say, hey, if you don't want to do it, it's cool. I get it. If you're going to be exhausted, don't worry about it. I was like, nah, I'll do it. Super cool guy. Tomorrow we have DJ Brandt that will sit at that end of the table with us in studio. It's going to be a fun time. I've heard
his leg.
I've heard some really, really good things about him from people I've talked to in the industry, and I have that in my intro for tomorrow. And I'm not gonna leak it yet.
Yeah, don't call him like DJ Franz or something when he gets here.
No. But I actually have
DJ Brandt over here.
Brandt.
Fuck yeah, right? Oh, God. No, I'm psyched. I'm psyched. I actually have a funny little quip about how I met him the first time.
I can't wait to hear your quip.
So,
You will have a quip.
Yep.
What does that sound like?
No,
heard about
not a queef.
A 5-minute quiff.
The dungeon master, DJ Brandt versus DJ Fred.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Wiki wiki wiki. Chicka chicka ah chicka ah. Please clip that and play that
That's
forever
terrible. Don't ever do that again.
Are you gonna be starstruck tomorrow?
No, I already.
He's already
oh my God!
starstruck.
So actually, as part of the
Look at him.
conversation, as part of the conversation, I was like, look, I'm an old dude, and I still look up to young riders. And I looked at him, I said,
It's gayer by the second.
"Oh, dude, it was funny." He laughed at me for this, and I said, "To be honest with you, I'm trying to be professional here, but in my mind, I'm like that little kid, I'm talking to DJ Brandt," and he laughed at that.
Oh my God, Rob!
I'm not going to be starstruck, but let me tell you what happened yesterday when I first saw him.
Oh man,
Rob is the best at getting guests, and but he is also definitely the most starstruck out of all three of us.
100%.
I don't know if I would. I wouldn't necessarily
People that
say
don't think they're starstruck are the most starstruck.
I wouldn't necessarily
say I
say
get
it's
starstruck.
Starstruck, it's
You should have seen yourself when Cam McCall asked you for a beer at TDS.
Well, fuck you! I didn't even know who he was at first.
Exactly. And then when you found out,
fuck, Cam McCall can't do that.
Wait, you didn't know who Cam McCall was?
No, I didn't. I knew who he was, but
I got a beer out of my cooler.
But I didn't he walks over to me and he's like, hey, nice truck, dude. Like, whose setup is this? I'm like, oh, that's mine. He's like, oh, that's a fucking really cool setup.
Can I have a beer?
I was like, you got a Coors Light? I'm like, yeah, they're over in the fridge over there. And I walked over to talk to Rhino.
I'm picturing like from Seinfeld, George Costanza when he's like, "Do you want a sandwich?"
No, I don't know. I wouldn't. I guess you're right. Maybe it is starstruck, but what it is for me is like, look, I see all these guys doing crazy shit on a screen, and then when I meet them in real life, it takes me a second to adjust to realize that they're really just a dude who likes to ride bikes.
Until he can breathe in their breath that they breathe out.
No, I'm not a fucking stalker.
I'll talk to Ryan and get BN on.
Dude, if anyone's going to get starstruck about that, because I've talked to him about that, it's my son. My son loves him.
I think a lot of people do.
I think
I
he's
like him just
fucking
he's
awesome.
old.
Yeah.
And he's just
He's
still
a
ripping.
chill guy.
Yeah. Kind of came out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
where the fuck does that guy come from? He's 32? What?
Fucking old fart.
Fucking old guy? Yeah. Well, that'll be awesome. DJ Brandt tomorrow, which will come out the following week.
Yep.
So we'll make everyone wait. We'll edge people.
Or you can come in the Zoom room.
Or you can come in the Zoom room.
Or you can...
Please don't come on the Zoom.
Yeah,
room.
I was going to say.
It's your own laptop.
Actually,
We don't care.
this show will come out
Don't show it, please.
right before he gets here because I was sick today and all my stuff is, I just left all my computers in my office.
Yeah,
You all must wait.
So you're going to have to wait till tomorrow afternoon. I'll do it on lunch. Awesome. Well, I can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Anything else?
No.
We do have 2 people in the Zoom room.
Let's do it.
We could do a free fried for
Let's do a free fried for all.
A little local bike news. Pomerel Pounder is this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And then next weekend, we have our local Mountain Solitude is going to have the Monster Energy Cup up there. So that should be cool.
And to support that, I'm leaving and going to Jackson with a bunch of people from here. So
Proud
if you
of
want to
you.
come ride in Jackson, we'll be riding past
And
laps. Me and
Jackson-
Jimmy will be up there.
Jackson Goldstone did not win last week.
What?
There's that, too. That
Did he-
would have been number 5
That
in a
would
row.
Probably been a record.
Yeah. Fucking wild child.
Well, let's go to the Dungeon Master and see what he's got to say tonight.
Guys, hello. So, a couple things. I did ask the Zemp question because I have been taking it for a month now. Not Ozempic, but Zepbound. Long story short is, I don't know if any of you guys know this, but I am 48, so I'm old as fuck compared to everyone else here, except for maybe JP's ball sack. But
His balls are older than his body?
It's true. They were in there for a while.
No, they come first, right?
Sure do.
But also, I've had cancer twice.
Oh, fuck.
2 strokes. A bunch of all this bullshit with my life. Kidney transplant. So I'm also 5'3" at 175 pounds. Part of that is I also am not into the whole gym culture thing. Also, ever since moving back and starting my own bike shop, with my 9 to 5, is really more of a 24/7. So that also adds to me not having a whole lot of time to either ride or lift weights or anything, get fit in any sort of fashion. But also, working in the shop is almost another job on its own, especially when you're the only person. Whether I'm working on something within the facility, whether it's like making a workbench or something that I could put on the wall as like a pegboard installation.
Peg.
I do all of it myself. Not to mention working on bikes, doing the website because that's also within my 9 to 5 realm. But the main thing is just trying to lose weight, not necessarily the fastest I can, but within the means that my time is a lot to me. So with with having kidney issues, heart issues, and now being on borderline pre-diabetic, that's why I'm starting to do this. So I'm not saying, hey, it's the bad thing. I'm just saying it's kind of like not even my get out of jail free card. It's kind of like this is kind of like what my habits have led me to do. So I don't want to take it as a cop out. But it's kind of reset me as far as diet, my intake, and just the amount of food that I used to take in. That's the biggest thing that I've noticed was I probably eat an eighth of what I used to eat.
Wow.
So for my morning routine, when I'm at my 9 to 5, I'll probably have coffee, 64 ounces of water, and a protein cookie from Quest. And I would probably ride that until 9, 10 o'clock at night.
I was going to say, it sounds like you have a 5 to 9 job. You keep saying 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I basically work 24/7.
Yeah.
That's what business owners typically do.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's actually my 9 to 5.
Yeah, the financial thing you do, I think, right?
Yeah, that's
right. So I could get a call at any time at night. It doesn't matter if it's how should I say this? It doesn't matter if it's 5:30 after I get off of work. It could be 4 o'clock in the morning. I have to be prepared and ready to get into action.
That's Greg. He would still be here if we didn't I kind of like it because it forces him to get the fuck out of here. I'm like, dude, chill out. Go home a little bit.
And my wife also says that, because of essentially it's my work ethic, I'm always grinding until I can close my eyes to sleep.
Yep. I get that.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Proud of you.
Thanks for sharing, dude. Appreciate that.
Yep.
We have one other person. We still have Jeff in here, and we'll have him jump in a second. But we have somebody who we haven't seen in here before. I have a Sam in here. Sam, do you want to hop in and unmute and say something?
Samwise?
I'm good, just chilling. That's what they. So we're good there.
And
well, thanks, Sam.
That's all good. Appreciate you being here, bud.
HJC, not much here, just chilling. Is that what they say?
Sure, kid.
Yeah, that's.
And then we'll bring Jeff on for any final thoughts,
slaps.
and then we'll
shit slaps
we'll depart.
So hard.
No huge final thoughts. I'm just calling it the Dungeon Master a little bit. He's been here for two hours. You got time, dude.
Well,
yeah, there it is.
I mean,
boom.
He's pointing. He's agreeing. Boom.
I think when you're, I think you have to ask yourself what is important.
Yeah, like you said, you got to trade.
Just like
trade-offs.
I am fucking poor for the first time in a long time after having the kid, but my wife doesn't really work anymore. So,
but you're raising. She's doing a good job.
You have to you make your choices, and then they lead to whatever they lead to. My best friend from back home is sending his kid to daycare now, and he wants to buy a new house and move to all this other place, and it's not the road that I'm personally taking, but it's his choice. And
Trav?
No, he's not. No,
okay,
you don't know him.
Okay,
but he's a good dude. He's like Travis though. Okay. He's that good of a friend.
Nice. That's a good human right there.
So yeah, it's what you decide to do. It's becoming accountable, and then if this other thing's more important, by all means do that.
Yeah.
But don't complain about the other thing.
Yep.
And that's kind of where I'm.
Own your shit.
Just own it.
Do or do not.
So, DJ tomorrow.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Nards, for joining us. I don't know where. I guess
he hasn't been taking his chia seeds. Yeah, he's having a dirty deuce right now.
Oh, he's coming back. So for Bobston Ross.
That was fun.
And for JP.
I think he needs to be let in.
He's right there.
Oh no, he's there.
Oh, for me? Yeah.
For Jimmy Sniper,
Get some chia seeds in you.
I'm Chief. I love myself. It's the Gnar Couch Podshow.
I really like the beat on this. It's my kind of jam.
Well, I rolled up late in my lifted taco, tailgate pad with a boutique cargo. I got a rack that costs more than your ride, but I walk my bike when the trail gets steep on the side. I got my gloves, my pads, my jersey so clean, matching socks in Yeti blue and Fox racing green. Kashima gold shining like Vegas lights. Haven't cleared a jump, but I sure look right. I'm an enthusiast. That's what I tell my wife. I've never hit a double, but I buy new gear like it's a part
Enthusiast too,
of
right?
life. I'm an
Yetis.
enthusiast. See me posing in the lift line. Full face helmet on my head, but I'm terrified of the black diamond sign.
Gnar Couch is the gnarliest.